I'll be online.
Let me get this thing. Hey, I'm Azakwa, and welcome to my second video on the channel. And yes, I will count every number placement of each video until I reach the 100th video. Do you think that's a cool idea? I think so. Anyways, let's talk a little about high quality action scenes in animation. More specifically, in anime. Is it the coolest thing every time it appears on a show? Do you think these style of animations is becoming a little more overrated through the time? What makes these type of animations so important, eye-catching most times? I'm gonna answer all of these questions and more based on my opinion. Yeah, so don't take anything what I say as a grand statement and, truth of everything, okay? After you watch the video, it'll be interesting to know what's your opinion about these, really hype action scenes in anime these days. Do you think it's like really cool depending on the show, or is it's getting tiresome through the time? So to start out, I'm already going to say what makes an action scene or fight scene so cool and fascinating for me. Well, to begin with, the story and the reason for why the fight is happening has to be interesting. Because if the story or the plot is not captivating at all, then it's really hard to grasp on the scene, since you're not watching it in excitement and knows what you're seeing, why you're seeing it. Instead, you're just watching a bunch of impact frames happening, and that's it. An example of what I'm trying to say is like when you think of a cool anime action scene that's stuck in your mind, you think like the fight between Izuku Midori and Todoroki in the UA Sports Festival arc. Or like that time when Levi fought those gun dudes. I don't remember their names, but you know the scene what I'm talking about, right? Or just like any Naruto versus Sasuke moment, in like the last episodes of the classic Naruto, the Shippuden Naruto. Or, that moment of Boruto where Sasuke and Naruto fights that alien guy. The point is that all of them has us excited in the moment because the reason is the story, the plot, the motive, in one way or another made sense. And it was good at the time, or at least interesting, right? But there is one thing that I think makes a huge anime fight scene so interesting, and it's not only the story being interesting, but also when one of the characters involved is a smart character. The fight becomes way more interesting when it involves smart or genius characters, because now it's not only depending on the plot of which who trained more and became more stronger or more resilient, but now you're showing more potential to the character, using mental abilities to now overcome the opponent's strength. And it's usually always fun to watch these because you never expect what's going to happen, because since that's the point of a smart character in a moment like this. Although it's really tough to execute this type of narration. Because in order to you to create an actual smart character, especially in a moment like this in an anime or in a story, in an animation, the screenwriter also has to be smart in some way, right? Anyways, there was more stuff I wanted to talk about, especially about this scene from an anime called Outcast. If anyone that's a fan or watched this anime, could you explain to me what the story is about and if it's worth watching it? Because I remember like years ago I tried watching the first episodes, but I couldn't proceed it because my little old brain couldn't have the patience to pay attention in stories. Anyways, back to the outro. Psych. Okay, I swear this is the last time I'm gonna bother the video. But just this video. The next ones I'm gonna bother, okay? I'm gonna read the comments from the last video that I filmed. So here we go. I'm going to read them from oldest to newest. So we have here
Linda Lindardia.
He said,
Good. +1 sub.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Then what does he said?
Muito foda. Brasil!
Then we have Canaldo John, which is my cousin. If you want to go follow him, he's posting some videos there. It would be pretty. He's sick, you know. His content is in Portuguese, so it's not for everyone. But I don't know if you have subtitles on his videos. But he said that in the video. I said, "Oh, I love the PS5," and like pointed out that yeah, of course, because you have him, right? And then that's just the joke. A message from Ruben Garcia said,
I don't know why this showed up in my recommended page, but I quite like it. Subscribe. Oh, and if you can't use that world building thing, I don't know if you have those in Bedrock, but in Java you can use commands to copy and paste, though it's much more manual than what you showed.
Yeah, so basically in Java, I feel like I see that like even though it's more manual, it is more flexible. Especially because, you know, it's a third party, so you can like basically put anything that anyone creates for the game, and you're not just dependent on what the game gives you. But the good thing is that, you know, in the Bedrock version, it is less manual, you know, so it facilitates a lot. And thank you so much for the comment. Another one from Doggo Does Stuff said,
Watch the movie. Nice video too.
Thanks. And I still didn't watch the movie. I'm sorry. I will. I promise I will. And the last one is from Tega Kev. I think that's how you say it.
I subscribed right when I saw your unique approach with the paper cutout as an alternative. Very creative, and I hope to see you more in upcoming videos.
Thank you so much. I apologize for the period, you know, in the videos. It took a pretty long time, and these videos are really short, so I'm trying my best to post pretty frequently, you know. But thank you so much for the comments, and thank you all. In every video, I'm gonna read your comments as much as I possibly can. Okay, so if you send a comment in my video, it's most likely I'm gonna read it in the next video. Okay, so make sure you comment something, even if it's something, you know, like a hello, how you're doing. Anyways, back to the video. But now there's a lot of stuff I need to focus, like studies and for tests, work, relationships, and etc, etc, etc. And I didn't want to make this video too long too, so anyways, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.